Ethan Parker had always looked forward to Thanksgiving as a time for family, laughter, and gratitude. But this year felt different. His mother-in-law, Gloria, had been unusually critical in the months leading up to the holiday. She seemed determined to find fault in every aspect of his life, from the house he lived in to the career he had worked so hard to build. Ethan was proud of his accomplishments. After years of studying and late nights building his marketing firm, he had finally secured a strong client base and a reputation for excellence. But Gloria's disdain never seemed to waver. As they gathered around the table that Thursday afternoon, the usual chatter filled the room. The aroma of roasted turkey and pumpkin pie was comforting, but tension lingered like a shadow. At the moment Ethan reached for the cranberry sauce, Gloria's sharp voice cut through the hum of conversation. "Ethan," she said, eyes narrowing, "you've really accomplished, well, not much, have you? Your career is small compared to your brother-in-law's. I just don't know how you'll ever provide the life my daughter deserves." The room went silent. A few cousins glanced awkwardly, unsure how to respond. Ethan felt a familiar heat rising in his chest. All the progress he had made, the sleepless nights, the dedication, it felt like it had been dismissed in a single sentence. He set down the cranberry sauce, took a deep breath, and locked eyes with Gloria. "Mom," he began calmly, but firmly, "I've spent years building a career I'm proud of. It may not look like your idea of success, but I am providing for your daughter. I am growing a business, and I am doing it with integrity. I've fought hard for every client, every achievement, and every opportunity." Gloria's lips pressed together, clearly taken aback by his confidence. Ethan continued, his voice steady but strong. "You taught me the value of perseverance when I first met your family. But what I've learned since then is that respect matters more than approval. And I won't let anyone, even you, belittle the life I've built." The room was quiet. Even his wife, Lauren, looked stunned, partly at her mother's audacity, but mostly at Ethan's composure. Gloria opened her mouth, probably to argue, but Ethan raised a hand. "I'm not done yet. I want you to see the truth. My work may not be flashy or in the spotlight, but it's meaningful. I help clients grow their businesses ethically, I support my employees, and I ensure that my family is secure. That's success." A moment passed. Gloria's expression softened slightly. Ethan didn't know if it was regret, pride, or surprise, but she no longer looked entirely critical. Then she did something unexpected. She nodded slowly. "You were right, Ethan," she said, her voice quieter than usual. "I've been too harsh. I judged what I could see, and I didn't understand the effort, the long hours, or the choices you made." The room seemed to exhale collectively. Even some of the younger cousins whispered quietly, impressed by Ethan's calm defense. Gloria continued, her tone now sincere. "I may never fully understand your work, but I can see the dedication and love you pour into your family. I was wrong to belittle that today. I apologize." Ethan felt a weight lift off his shoulders. Not because he needed her approval, he had built a life he was proud of, but because the tension that had clouded every holiday visit for years was finally breaking. Lauren squeezed his hand under the table, a proud smile on her face. "See," she whispered, "you handled that perfectly." Ethan smiled back. Sometimes, respect has to be earned even from family. The rest of the meal passed more pleasantly than anyone expected. Gloria engaged in conversations more thoughtfully, asking questions about his business, and even complimenting the way he managed clients and projects. By the end of the evening, the hostility that had hung over him like a storm cloud was replaced with cautious understanding. Later, as he helped clear the dishes, Gloria pulled him aside quietly. "Ethan," she said softly, "thank you for standing up. I may not say it often, but I do respect the man you've become." Ethan nodded, feeling a quiet pride. Thanksgiving had started with criticism, tension, and doubt, but it ended with acknowledgement, respect, and a small, meaningful victory. His family could see his worth on his own terms.